Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Ferntober. Today, the soap I'd like to review is the soap Filslade. It's made by Entrebulle et Moi, Canadian soap maker. We're going to discuss that today. Razor I'm going to use Timeless Bronze. It's the 0.38mm gap. Okay, it's not highly efficient, but we're gonna work with that today. The brush I'm gonna use. Give me a second. There you go. It's the Holy Black. It's my brush, Holy Black. Silver tip was reknotted with a silver tip knot. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go wet the face, get ready, and I'm gonna come back for loading the soap, or loading the brush, I mean. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, before we start the soap, okay, it's a vegan base. It's actually pretty solid. That doesn't give much. The brush, this one contains a lot of water even when you wring it. Okay, I don't want to create too much foam on the puck itself. Vegan base. I'm gonna put the ingredients after the first pass, but you're gonna see there's she used coconut butter in many things. She used coconut butter for that. For this, there is coffee seed oil, canola oil. It's really nice. It's a really nice soap base. The scent of the soap. The scent is based on Dracard Noir. Dracard Noir is an aromatic fougere. That's why it ends up in Ferntober. Totally different scent than the last two soaps I reviewed. See? Okay, what, 20 seconds load, and there's still lots inside. That's why, okay, go dry on this one. Don't put too much water on it, because it's gonna get out of end fairly quickly. Okay, first application. The scent strength on that one from the puck, it's not very strong. You're gonna say 5. Yeah, 5-ish. You're gonna add water to it. When you start lathering, the scent increase. It's a nice, it's a very nice scent. It's not today's Dracard, okay? It's the soap smells like the original version. Dracard was reformulated in 2015. It's a little weak on the scent today, but there you go. Just a little bit more water. I don't want the soap too pasty, because the razor, the blade gap is not really big. If I use the soap too pasty on that one, it's gonna clog the razor. There we go. Nice, rich and thick lather, absolutely no problem building a nice lather. First pass with the grain. Oh yeah, The blades are Gillette Nacette. Second use. Soap is very protective. Good glide. Residual slickness, no problem, it's there. What I like from the soap from Entre Bulles et Moi, it's the post shave. The post shave on those is probably, it's one of the best. Whoops. There we go, and a first pass. The razor is not super. It's not super aggressive, efficient. Okay, it's gonna need a 3-pass for sure, but the skin itself, no problem. Okay, no irritation. The soap is the lather's doing a great job on that. I'm gonna go rinse the face, be back for pass number 2, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about Drakkar Noir. Okay, give me a second. Okay, second application. Okay, Drakkar Noir. Drakkar Noir is a perfume by Guy Laroche. Well, Guy Laroche didn't make it. The real perfumer behind it is Pierre Warnier, a Frenchman that works for IFF. It's a major fragrance house, the biggest fragrance house in the world, I think. Was made in 1982, and as I say, it's an aromatic fougere. Pierre Warnier has also made, is also the creator of pretty big fragrance such as Yves Saint Laurent, L'Homme, La Nuit de l'Homme, La Nuit de l'Homme Intense. There's many more. He has something like close to 30 major fragrance created. Okay, second pass across the grain. Drakkar Noir came out in 1982. For the guys that are a little bit older, you probably will remember that the scent was extremely popular in the 1980s, especially with guys like me that were in high school. Late 80s, early 90s, that scent was probably the king of clubbing back then. The scent is built around, the major component of fougere, the lavender, the tonka, and the oak moss. Now, the scent is nowhere near stuff like Bastard Man Fern, the Reserve Fern, or Topanga Fougere. there is a much stronger floral component to it, and also in the woods part there is a lot of coniferous inside. There's a lot of coniferous notes. The scent is very well blended. It's not like in the opening you're gonna have, okay, the soap is not exactly the same. The soap don't react the way perfume would, but in the soap you have a lot of the coniferous components in it. You have this pine that's the fougere itself, and there's a lot of conifers around, a lot of floral. The top notes are not don't really pops out, but then again, the the original version of Drakkar Noir, the citrus were not coming right out the way it does today. I'm gonna go rinse the face, and I'll be back for pass number 3. Give me a sec. Okay, just before we go, I'm just gonna take the ladder that's inside the tub there. Man, the scent is really nice. There, in this scent, there is. It's really hard. It's super hard to describe. There is a lot of notes in there, and they're very well blended. The blending is really done very well. But to my nose, you do have some citrus, and there is something in there that reminds me of the old Gillette Foamy, the scent of the old Gillette Foamy. There is something that's barbershop somewhere in there. And it's a little bit funny because when you go on forums today, the scent is always described in two ways. One, old school. I don't get it. I don't know why it's called an old school scent, or a scent for an old man. I don't know. Now, there's a lot of people that say it's also an high school scent. That I can see because, well, I used it in high school. It's fresh, dynamic. It's not bright, but it's dynamic. For perfume that's called noir, dark. Okay, third pass, again the grain. Very nice scent. It's also fairly versatile. It's a scent you can wear about anywhere. There we go. Very good shave. over there. Gonna go rinse the face, come back for the conclusion. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Now I couldn't get the Drucker aftershave. It used to be super popular everywhere, but not anymore. Now, unless you order it online, okay, you're not gonna find it. Therefore, what I'm gonna do today is gonna be a little bit different than usual. Today, I'm gonna use the aftershave balm Dermalogica. The scent on it, there's a little bit of lavender, a little bit of rose in it. There's also clary sage, spicy floral. The lavender is gonna go well with what I'm gonna use, plus the sage. Plus, start to get cold outside. Okay, the bombs are gonna come back more often now. There we go. That's my hand. Well, and to go with the soap today, I'm gonna apply some Eau de Toilette Drac en Noir by Guy Laroche. This is the Pose 2015 scent. The opening on that, citrus comes out, the lavender comes out, then slowly the fougere is brought out, and at the end, on the dry down, the conifers are fairly present. This one on the dry down, you're gonna have that scent that reminds me of the Gillette Foamy Red. There we go. No more than that. I'm supposed to work in a scent-free environment, and we're gonna give them a break today. Anyway, guys, I like that smell, that scent. Anyway, guys, that completes the shave for today. The soap I used, soap by Entrebulle et Moi, the soap Filslade, vegan base. Okay, beautiful scent. If you like Drac en Noir, it's really nice, and the performance of the soap is top notch. The razor I used, the Timeless Bronze 0.38mm gap. Okay, not super efficient, but okay, at least I don't cut myself with it anymore, which is a bonus now. And the brush was the Holy Black reknotted into or with Silver Tip Badger, and you saw the balm. We just saw the balm, or Dermalogica. Okay, it's a great balm. It's hard to find, but really nice. I like it. Completes the shave. We're done. I hope you like, and I hope to see you next week for another video. We're going to continue with Ferntober. With this, plenty of good shaves. Have a good week, guys. Bye.